Have you ever pondered the question, does the Bible support the concept of self-defense? A fascinating question indeed that warrants a deep dive into the sacred scriptures to unravel. The Bible, a sacred text cherished by Christians globally, includes various passages concerning self-defense, either explicitly or implicitly. The verse in Exodus provides justification for self-defense when one's life is at risk, especially one's residence. In contrast, the Bible also carries verses that advocate for peace and nonviolence, like the verse in Matthew where Jesus promotes non-resistance towards wrongdoing. A detailed analysis unveils a sophisticated viewpoint that resonates with the principles of Christianity. This passage is frequently seen as a plea to tolerate violence and insult without any counterattack. So, how do we reconcile these seemingly contradictory teachings? By understanding the context in which they were given. The verse from Exodus is part of the Old Testament law given to the Israelites to govern their society. It acknowledges the reality of a fallen world where violence sometimes occurs and provides guidelines for such situations. On the other hand, the verse from Matthew represents the teachings of Jesus, who often used hyperbole to emphasize his points, rather than a literal command to always allow others to harm us without resistance. This verse can be understood as a call to not respond to evil with evil, but to overcome evil with good. A further passage that provides understanding of the Bible's viewpoint on self-defense is uncovered in Luke chapter 22, verse 36. Jesus advises his disciples, "But now if you possess a purse, take it, and moreover a bag. And if you don't own a sword, trade your cloak and purchase." This verse alludes that Jesus grasped the requirement for his disciples to shield themselves, particularly as they would confront escalating antagonism after his departure. In summary, while the Bible does contain verses that encourage peace and nonviolence, it also acknowledges the reality of a fallen world where self-defense may be necessary. The key is to understand the context of these verses and to apply them wisely. The Bible encourages believers not to respond to evil with evil, but to overcome it with good. It acknowledges that in certain situations, self-defense may be necessary, but it should never be the first or only response to conflict. In the end, the Bible's teachings on self-defense reflect its overarching message of love, peace, and justice. It calls believers to strive for peace, to love their enemies, and to seek justice. But it also recognizes that in a fallen world, these ideals may not always be attainable without resistance or self-defense. So, the next time you find yourself pondering the Bible's stance on self-defense, remember these verses and their context. They provide a nuanced perspective that encourages peace and nonviolence, but also acknowledges the reality of a world where self-defense may sometimes be necessary. In the grand scheme of things, the Bible's teachings on self-defense reflect its call to love our neighbors as ourselves. This means seeking their good and protecting them from harm, even if it requires standing up for ourselves or others. So, continue to ponder, continue to question, and continue to seek understanding through the scriptures. Because the Bible, like life itself, is far more complex and nuanced than it may seem at first glance. Thank you for taking this journey with me, exploring such an intricate and important topic. If you found this video insightful and it has helped broaden your understanding, I would greatly appreciate if you could like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support goes a long way in helping me continue to delve into these complex subjects and create more content like this. Feel free to share your thoughts or any other topics you'd like me to cover in the comments section. May God bless you.